Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and today we are revisiting the VYLON WALL. This is probably the 5th or 6th time I've revisited this deck. I love it. We use it with Labyrinth Builder, and we usually use it with level 3 tuners and some level 5 special summons, but now we have the lovely Summoner Monk that you see me use all the time, and we can gain access to VYLON Prism to use with our actual VYLON Wall, VYLON Epsilon. So in a nutshell, you just bring out Epsilon, who protects all equipped cards from being targeted, and then you equip him with cards that protect him from being targeted by traps or monsters. And then here, this one stops battle traps. So really all he's susceptible to is spell cards. So there's a lot of good spell cards like Book of Moon and Dark Hole and stuff like that. So he is killable, but it's just so consistent now, wildly consistent. You usually have a play since we do have 6 tuners, 9 openers, and then great equip cards. Now remember, when you use Cube, you get to search and equip. So we can search the new Psychic Blade. Gives you up to 2,000 attack. It's pretty wild. And of course, we'll consistently have Segment, which is the most important, why we have 3 of it, because it stops the monster effects. So very, very important. Now remember, Epsilon can destroy or send to the graveyard one of his equips, and then when these VYLON equips are sent to the graveyard, you get to search them. Tons of synergy, very cool deck if you've ever seen me play it before. And now my super homie Summoner Monk is here fitting into a deck I love on the side, so not much more of an explanation needed. It's a very simple deck, so I hope you guys enjoy the replays, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing an Alexis going second. I can't believe how many of these replays are going second. So got our Psychic Blade, we got Prism, which is still a play. We can still make a Vermilion Dragon here. We top deck Summoner Monk, of course, but we still have to play as long as we had our Tuner and Labyrinth Builder obviously there. Here we're going with Summoner Monk. That's going to be Prism. And we're facing just one face-down monster. We add our Prism. We're going to use Segment. Segment can get popped. Pop the monster. Now we get a search. He's Shiranui with no back row. That is not a good sign, my friend, as you get hit for 4.8k. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Soulburner versus Soulburner. He's on a win streak. He's trying to rank up. He's got 21 cards. He's just all over the place. We have a VYLON Cube. We are going to Labyrinth Builder away one of our equips and the Monster Reborn to bring out the VYLON Cube and the Labyrinth Wall. VYLON Cube search a Mage Power. We are set. We have cannot be targeted by monster or trap. Traps or spells cannot be activated in the battle phase, or I think when I attack. We're going to throw that one away to destroy his monsters. E-Sabers, they are back. I am going to make no, I should have already released a video after this video. So we go all the way up to 4.9k as if we needed it and finish him off. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Seto Kaiba. We're going second. Our boy's got for us. He's full blue eyes over there, showing mountains, so he's all about it. We're going second again. I cannot believe we didn't get any normal first turn big boy VYLON walls. It's crazy. So here we're going VYLON Cube again. Right into Epsilon. Looks like it's going to be an easy clap as we search a Psychic Blade. We're going to be able to use Segment, bounce the Segment, destroy the monster. Boom. Then really whatever we searched, we would have been able to cap our boy. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Seto Kaiba. We're going second. So many second turns with this deck. I promise you, it's a first turn deck. So he's going Ultimate Dragons. We have Summoner Monk and VYLON, so we have options. He's gonna show an alternative dragon. Now you're probably asking, resource-wise, they're pretty similar, so which do you like, the Summoner Monk or the VYLON? Just depends on what you have in your hand. If you absolutely need the VYLON Search to get the Segment, you need the VYLON Search. Here I don't think we need the VYLON Search as much, but we have such a good hand, we can save Summoner Monk as a follow-up play, and that's usually something this deck was really lacking, was follow-up plays. Here I search another segment, that way I'm going to be able to place both segments on the monster, very important, then get rid of one of the segments, clap his monster, that gives us a search, and we're still protected by this segment. It's got a Hollow Life Barrier that's gonna save him this turn, and this card is just so amazing. It protects monsters that aren't even on the field yet, so we're still not gonna be able to destroy that monster, even though it wasn't on the field during that Hollow Life Barrier. Crazy card, but he just scoops after all that anyway. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yuya. We're going first. He's trying to get a rank up. Poor boy will not see that rank up this match. He is Pendulum. Seen a lot of Pendulums at these lower ranks. Probably not an accident. Here we just have an old school VYLON Cube start. So we're gonna go with Labyrinth Builder, throw away our Monster Reborn. So the thing with this version too, it's a lot more depth. This deck used to be pretty much kamikaze with your Labyrinth Builder, and then maybe if you were ahead on resources enough, you could get a second summon with a special summon. But it's just much easier now. So here we do have our VYLON segment and our Mage Power, which will buff us up pretty well, and we cannot be targeted by monster effects or trap cards. Here he's got Pendulum Call, some sort of search and discard, a 2 search, okay, he gets to search a full set of Pendulum. Places one, places the other. I thought he was going to use that to destroy my Epsilon. That would have been terrible. Spell card can definitely affect him, but he used it for a search, so works out for me really well. This boy is not going to be able to use his effect to pop. I don't think he gets a pop for a Pendulum Summon, huh? But a second VYLON segment, which means we can throw one away, still keep our untargetability, and then we search Filament, which will stop battle traps like Mirror Force or anything like that. And with Mage Power, it bumps us up to 4k as he gets hit for lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing Joey Wheeler. We're going first. No idea what this boy is. He's showing Grit though, which could be significant against a deck like this. Now we have Summoner Monk, but we're going to use Labyrinth Builder to go with VYLON Cube. That way we can get to our segment, no doubt. And we even return the Monk, so we can keep the Mage Power, go with the segment. And now we got a pretty beefy VYLON Wall. Not exactly the perfect, but he's there, he's killing it. Great stuff. So let's see how this boy can answer back. He's Infernoids, they're gonna have a really tough time, and he actually just scoops immediately. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Deep Glimmer going second. This is definitely a first turn deck. You can build some fields that are just impossible to fight unless you have, like I said, one of those good spell cards that can really get you over the VYLON Wall. So here we don't have a tuner. Obviously we need a tuner or Summoner Monk. 9 cards out of 16, more than a 50% chance to draw it after we drew a much lower chance to not draw it. But we're facing Metal Foes. He's about to do a lot of noise to get clapped very easily. So he has a back row. All he can do is Pendulum Summon 1, destroy 1, set another back row. Not really too much. I think he does perform a fusion. Pendulum Change Basic, not really sure what that does. Guess it adds it to his hand. Takes it from the Pendulum Zone. Or no, those were 2 different monsters. So here he still gets to do his fusion. Or a Calc. Metal Foes Fusion returns it once again. Sets monsters, sets a back row. I guess that's not too bad a field, but we're going to go with Labyrinth Builder as we top deck the VYLON Cube. I keep the Psychic Blade and the segment, so it doesn't really matter what we search. We'll probably search another segment so I can put 2 segments on and then get rid of one of the segments for an instant. Oh no, I went straight into the Mage Power. Okay, so I probably should have gone with 2 segments. That way I could destroy one segment with Epsilon's skill, and then we would just search the segment again and we would still be immune to traps and monster effects. Here our boy thankfully just scooped for us from the get anyway, but yeah, I should have searched another VYLON segment. That way we could have destroyed it and used all those effects and stuff like that. Sonar Monk works great for this deck, guys. I love VYLON WALL. Now he's actually working with Prison. Cube is obviously the best opener, but that was always the case. And now it's much more, many more equips, thanks to not having to run things like Tricky or Vice Dragon or anything complicated like that. Really happy about the state of the current VYLON WALL. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.